Again, when all these trucks come by, be sure to cheer and clap and say thank you for the great work that these guys do, and these guys and gals, men and women, do all year long for us. And here we go. Some by fabulous members of our police force. Well, here we go, our first truck of the parade. I think we know who these guys are. Let's give it up for Herman Miller Knoll, and thank them for being a full throttle sponsor this morning and providing the logistics support for today's parade. Miller Knoll, founded in 1905 as Star Furniture, renamed Herman Miller Furniture Company in 1923, and today Miller. All right, next up is Hayward. Thanks for being a full throttle sponsor. They're founded in 1948. And they employ 6,000 people globally of office furniture manufacturing. Give it up for Hayward. That's a cool looking truck. All right, Gentex next up. Gentex, thank you for being a full throttle sponsor. They were founded in 1974. They have 5,200 plus employees, and they are a technology leader in the automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries, thanks to Gentex. J-Max Transportation Services up next. Thanks for being a full throttle sponsor. Founded in 2001, they have 48 employees in their transportation business. They're a trucking company operated in West Michigan over 22 years. Thank you, J-Max. Tanis Trucking turning the corner. Thanks so much for Tanis Trucking for being part of our Labor Day truck parade this morning. Tanis, founded in 1976. 25 employees in the area here. Thanks so much. Located in Jenison, Michigan. That's Tanis Trucking, founded by Dave Tanis in 1976. Grassmid Transportation, turning the corner. Hey, Grassmid. Founded in 1967. They have 100 employees. Family owned and operated business for almost 50 years. Thanks so much to Grassmid Transportation. Turning our corner now, Van Manen Petroleum Group out of Grand Rapids. Hey, Van Manen. Founded in 1952, they employ 54 people in the area, and their distributorship of fine petroleum products dedicated to serving the West Michigan area with the highest quality fuel and lubricating products. Colisco up next. Colisco, give them a round of applause. They have 150 employees in the area, located in Hudsonville. They were founded in 1995 as a specialized carrier providing quality transportation services. Thanks to those folks. RM Trucking. Oh boy, here comes trouble. 92.7 The Van, WHTC. Brent Allen driving from the Lake Shore's Wake Up Call. Aiden Allen co-driving this morning. 15 employees, including one up here. Radio Broadcasting Company, serving our local communities. Reliable road service. A flatbed with a record. Thanks for being an ignition level sponsor, founded in 2009. Employ 25 people in the area. For being an ignition level sponsor and providing trash removal for the event today. They're founded in year 2000. Employ 120 people in the area. Carol Links is your local. And ready to make the big curve next is Alliance Trucking. Give it up for Alliance Trucking. Founded back in 2007, they employ 6 people in the area. Alliance Trucking is a regional frozen food carrier for Request Foods. They're proud to be part of the West Michigan Trucking Society. Nelson Steel Products coming up next. Let's give Nelson Steel Products a nice round of applause. They employ 100 people in the area, and Nelson Steel Products offering a complete range of steel fabrication capabilities, including robotic welding and more. ALTL Chevy Stake Truck, thanks for being an ignition level sponsor. They were founded in 1972, 130 employees in the area. And that first is the 1941 Chevy Stake Truck, and followed by the ALTL Inc. Transportation and Logistics Truck. AD Boss Vending Services up next. Thanks for being ignition level sponsor and providing snacks and drinks for today's drivers. AD Bosch Vending Services wishes you all a wonderful Labor Day. Premier Freight Management coming up next. They were founded in 2003. They're a Premier Freight is a family-owned and operated company based in Holland. Thanks to Premier Freight Management for being an ignition level sponsor. Taking the curve now is Hobbing Builders out of a couple of different areas in the area. Hobbing Builders, we appreciate you being part of the Labor Day Truck Parade. Part of it, they were founded back in 1969. And up next, Advantage Fleet. Up next, they employ 56 people in the area. Royal Technologies coming up next. Royal Technologies, thanks for being a Rev level sponsor. Rev Technologies employs over 1,200 people in the area. They're celebrating 35 years in business this year. Thanks so much for them. Jost International coming up next. They're a pickup and a trailer, employing 600 people in the area. Jost International producing landing gear legs for semi-trailers at their Grand Haven facility since 1992. Up next, Zeeland Freight Services taking the corner. They employ 550 people in the area. This international cab over is a 1980 and refurbished to replicate the cabs of the Zeeland Farm Services fleet of the area. This is Community Action House. We appreciate the work that they do. 50 employees in the area here. They're a nonprofit providing area families and individuals with food, clothing, shelter, and a whole lot more thanks to Community Action House. Heisinger and Sons, next up. They employ 20 people in the construction industry. Heisinger Ready Mix has been helping to build West Michigan for 4 generations. Paints coming up next, that good-looking blue truck. Repco Light Paints has been manufacturing their own brand of high-quality paints and coatings in Holland since 1946. How about a round of applause for Provision Transport coming up next? 75 employees. And Provision Transport would like to thank all the volunteers, drivers, and those that made this day possible. Thanks, VBT. Next up, looks like it's VMAX Transportation. VMAX. And they employ 70 people in the area. VMAX proud to support the furniture industry in West Michigan for over 20 years. Let's give it up for VMAX. I see the paparazzi has arrived. It's Green Mark Equipment. Green Mark Equipment, founded in 1976. They employ 450 people in the area. Green Mark Equipment has the John Deere equipment you need to get that job done. Stop in and see what Green Mark can do for you. Green Mark Equipment. that John Deere truck. Here's what we call an oversized load. That's right, it is Allstate Crane and Rigging. They employ 50 people in the area. Allstate Crane and Rigging is a full-service company offering crane rental, operation, rigging, and heavy equipment hauling. Allstate Crane and Rigging. Nice turn. Smooth. Okay, next up is Padnos. Thanks for being a Rev Level sponsor. Padnos employs 600 people in the area. And that's Derek Lampin, providing transportation perfection for all your roll-off, lugger, and van trailer needs, thanks to Padnos. Cutting Edge Transportation coming up now. Cutting Edge Excavating is next up. Flatbed with their equipment. They employ 35 people. And passing by next is that truck from Cutting Edge Excavating, located in Hudsonville. All right, up next, a special round of applause for the Michigan Army National Guard. Thank you so much. Representing the Michigan Army National Guard is India Company of the 132nd BSB out of Grand Valley Armory in Wyoming. Michigan Army National Guard. Thanks so much for your service. Next up, Michigan focused on landscape maintenance and design company. Hey, how about Bud's Wrecker Service next? They employ 12 people. Bud's Wrecker Service, a family business starting in the 1940s. They've been serving the greater Grand Rapids area of the state of Michigan for over 70 years. All right, KB Trucking next up. That blue truck with a red dump trailer. Knoll Brothers Trucking, located in Holland, hauling aggregate materials throughout West Michigan. Transmatic next up. Thanks for being a Rev Level sponsor. They employ 230 people in the area. Transmatic, a family-owned business, started in 1968 here in Holland. In On Time next, founded in 1998, 400 plus employees in the area. In On Time, thankful to its team and customers for the way they pulled together in the past year. In On Time. Haveman Electric. And that aerial bucket truck coming up next, over 65 years. Haveman Electric has brought dedication, experience, and passion to the electrical profession. Teddy's Transport coming up next. Teddy's employs 75 people in the area and driving a 2002 Peterbilt, completely rebuilt by Michael Zera. Looks like Adient coming up next. Give a round of applause to Adient. Their Lakewood plant located at 205 Douglas Avenue, West Michigan's premier seat structure supplier. That is Adient. Next up looks like Brink Truck Lines. Brink Truck Lines, a family-owned business here in Holland. They transport anything from boats, pharmaceuticals, and packaging items to sand, gravel, and other aggregates. That's Brink Truck Lines. WM Uniform coming up next. 100 employees in the area. In its third generation of ownership, WM Uniform is a local family-owned business providing rental products throughout the state of Michigan. Thanks, WM. Coming up next, let's give them a round of applause. 25 employees in the area. Established in 1988, HES Equipment is a family-owned and operated business right here in the great city of Holland, Michigan. Rabbit River Transport coming up next. They employ 50 people in the area. A family-owned and operated company started back in 1992. Rabbit River Transport. Nice round of applause for Split Rock. Hey, Split Rock. Effect Leasing coming up. Driving a 1971 Ford W9000, a low mileage forward test truck. Lake Effect Leasing. This is Tenant coming up next. Tenant employs 400 people in the area. Tenant is a global leader in designing, manufacturing, and marketing solutions. Tenant, thanks for being part of the Labor Day Truck Parade. All right, Lake Effect is coming up next. Lake Effect Leasing. It's a 1998 International with 2.5 million miles on it. Will officially be an antique next year. Still working every day. Lake Effect Leasing. Looks like Michigan Wood Fibers. Let's give it up for Michigan Wood Fibers out of Zeeland. Michigan Wood Fibers employs 26 people. They're a family-owned and operated business. They've grown to be leaders in the wood waste recycling business since '94. Next up, it's K&R Truck Sales. K&R Towing can take care of all your towing needs. It's K&R Truck Sales, K&R Towing. Lakeshore Toys for Tots. How about a nice big round of applause for them? All volunteers. The Marine Corps Reserve Lakeshore Toys for Tots supports Ottawa, Allegan, and Van Buren counties. Thanks, Toys for Tots. Next is the K&R Truck Sales white box truck. K&R Truck Sales, part of our community for over 30 years, offering 24-hour mobile service. Trendway, thanks for being an ignition level sponsor. Trendway was founded in 1968 and selling office furniture. Trendway Corporation, a family-owned office furniture and manufacturer, over 50 years in our Holland community. Thank you, Treadway. Okay, it's K&R Truck Sales, this time the Lone Star Blue Wrecker. K&R Truck Sales, again, part of the community for over 30 years, offering your truck and trailer solutions from all sales, finance, new and used parts, and more. For Plank Trucking, coming up next is that tractor with 2 trailers. 100 plus employees in the area. If it involves concrete block, or asphalt, chances are it has limestone or some other product that comes across one of Verplank's 6 deep water ports in Muskegon, Perrysburg, or Holland. That's Verplank Trucking. Looks like we got a little one driving the truck this morning. Allegan County Excavating and their dump truck. Thanks, Allegan County. They're your truly local dirt company. Dirt moving company, that is. All right, DJ's Landscape Management. Yeah, DJ's. 300 employees at DJ's Landscape Management. Their mission is to serve as the single source for each client's landscape management needs. Crystal Flash coming up next in that bright pink truck. Based in Grand Rapids, Crystal Flash is a 100% employee-owned energy distribution company. Crystal Flash, looking good. Midwest Construction Group, up next. Thanks for being an ignition level sponsor, based in Zeeland, along with project delivery as a general contractor, construction manager. Midwest Construction Group provides comprehensive pre-construction services and more. How about a nice round of applause for Hope College? 900 employees in the area, founded in 1866. Hope College, a thriving 4-year Christian liberal arts college right here in the heart of Holland, Michigan. Go Flying Dutchman. Next up, Cutting Edge Excavating. Hey, Cutting Edge from Hudsonville, Michigan. Cutting Edge Excavating, another family-owned and operated business since 2009. That's Cutting Edge Excavating. And the trucks keep rolling by. Zeeland Lumber and Supply. 340 employees in the area, serving customers since 1947. Zeeland Lumber and Supply, proud to be a part of an industry that builds new and renovated spaces for people to live, work, and play. Next up, Art Mulder and Sons Trucking. Art Mulder and Sons, a third-generation logistics company providing temperature-controlled LTL service to food manufacturers. Art Mulder and Sons, thanks for being part of the parade today. Serving the commercial trucking industry with 28 locations in Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and West Michigan. That's M&K Truck Centers. Thanks for coming up this morning. One quick reminder too. All right, next up is Flat Top Transport. Flat Top Transportation, owned by Jeanette and Mason Mayran, with assistance from Tegan Wayland and Harvey Mayran. That's Flat Top Transport. Gordon Water Systems. Next, they employ 45 people. Gordon Water Systems, celebrating 50 years of providing families and businesses with clean, safe water. Thanks, Gordon. Is a 28-truck hub in the heart of Byron Center. Has to be. Meyer Great Lakes, that is, Limited Partnership. Meyer Great Lakes Limited Partnership. It's a 1936 Chevy State Rack antique truck. And that's a replica of the one used by Hendrick and Fred Meyer to transport groceries to their first store in Greenville, Michigan. Retro Transportation, a local refrigeration transportation service, runs to the Midwest and back. Thanks, Retro. Well, lo and behold, we have Zip Express coming up next. Zip Express employs 50 people in the area. The Unzip the Possibilities. Yes, they're a premium LTL transportation service provider in our marketplace. Ooh, thanks to Zip Express for making that curve. How about a nice round of applause for J&H Oil Company? 1,000 employees in the area, and they're proud to serve West Michigan with quality fuels, lubricants, and disease exhaust fuel for over 50 years. J&H Oil Company. All right, Van Manen Petroleum Group taking the corner. 54 employees in the area. And they are a second-generation family-owned West Michigan company, founded in 1952. And after they take the corner, finally, American Medical Response. Let's give them a round of applause. Proudly serving our Southwest Michigan area for over 70 years.
Traveling Hats Film in cooperation with Cat Capone Productions.